Hello and welcome to this video. Today we are going to see properties of binary relation. Very first property is reflexive relation. So let R be the relation on set A, and if A comma A, the relation pair A comma A is in R for every element A in the set, then we can call relation R as an reflexive relation. For example, if you have the set A as 1, 2, 3 and relation R as the pairs 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3. So this relation R I can say as a reflexive. Why? Because for every element in the set 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3 belongs to the relation R according to this definition. Then I can say this relation R as an reflexive relation. Second example, let A be the set of positive integers. And let us define a binary relation R such that A comma B is in R, A comma B is in R if and only if A divides B. So as we know, every element divides itself. So definitely you will have the pairs like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 and so on in the relation R. So hence I can say this relation of A divides B on set of positive integer becomes an reflexive relation. Second property, symmetric. Symmetric relation. Let R be the relation defined on set A. Then if A comma B, the pair belongs to R, which implies that B comma A also belongs to R. If A comma B belongs to R, it implies that B comma A also belongs to R. For example, if you have a set as 1, 2, 3 and relation R which is defined as pair I comma J, where mod of I minus J is equal to 2, means difference of elements should be equal to 2. So how we can write relation R which is defined this way? So pair I comma J where mod of I minus J is equal to 2. If I take pair 1 comma 3, so modulus of 1 minus 3 becomes 2. So I can write pair 1 comma 3. So I can also write the pair 3 comma 1 as mod of 3 minus 1 is 2. So I can have only these two pairs in my relation which is defined on this set which contains only 3 elements. So according to the definition of symmetric relation, if pair A comma B belongs to R, it implies that B comma A also belongs to R. Means if 1 comma 3 is there in relation, it implies that 3 comma 1 also should be there in the relation. So this relation I can say as an symmetric relation. Second example, if you have set A as set of students and relation R is defined as pair A comma B which belongs to R if and only if A is in class that B is in. If set A as set of students and relation R is defined as A comma B belongs to R if and only if A is in a class that B is in. So clearly it indicates that B is also in a class where A is in. Means if A comma B belongs to R, it implies that B comma A also belongs to R. So clearly this relation is symmetric. Third property, antisymmetric relation. So if A comma B is in R, implies that B comma A doesn't belongs to R unless A is equal to B. So if A comma B is in R, it implies that B comma A does not belongs to R unless A equals to B. For example, if you have the set as 1, 2, 3 and relation is defined as less than equal to, so you can define now relation pairs as 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3 as 1 is less than equal to 1. So I can take 1 1 2 2 3 3 from set A. I can also write the pair 1 comma 2 as 1 is less than 2. I can write the pair 1 comma 3 as 1 is less than 3. I can write the pair 2 comma 3 as 2 is less than 3. So according to the definition of antisymmetric relation, if A comma B is in R, it implies that B comma A does not belongs to R. So means if 1 comma 2 belongs to R, it implies that 2 comma 1 does not belongs to R. So it is not there in this relation. If 1 comma 3 is in R, it implies that 3 comma 1 should not be there in R. It is not there in this relation. Also we can check for 2 comma 3 is there in this relation, but 3 comma 2 is not there in this relation. So it satisfies the property of antisymmetric relation, and unless A equals to B means 1 1 2 2 3 3 is allowed in antisymmetric relation. Second example, let A be the set which contains the medicines A, B and C, and if you define relation R as pair A comma B where medicine A is to be taken before medicine B. If A is the set of medicines and relation R defined as pair A comma B as medicine A is to be taken before medicine B, which implies that medicine B should not be taken before medicine A. Right? So this relation is antisymmetric relation. Fourth property is transitive relation. So if A comma B belongs to relation R and B comma C belongs to relation R, it implies that A comma C belongs to R. So A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R. It implies that the pair A comma C should belongs to R. If it's so, then such a relation is called as an transitive relation. Then equivalence relation. If the relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. If the relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, then it is called as an equivalence relation.